What's up, everybody? What's up? This is Black Wolf, another episode of I'm a Producer Bitch. We're filming right now. I wouldn't say live, but I can say that live at the moment. In the studio in the lair, working on some new things. I want to make some announcements, though. Let's get me up here. What's up? What's up, everybody? I want to make some announcements. We're going to have some guests coming this week. I got DJ D Nice from I know that there are a bunch of DJs that they do a lot in San Diego. You got T-Bone, you got Can Do, you got DJ Gill. There's some other ones up in there. They're like the wrecking crew of the DJs. They're some of the best DJs in the city, and he's gonna be up on the podcast this week. I'm also looking at talking with Monica Montana. Monica Montana is a Puerto Rican reggaeton artist that is, well, she does R&B too, but she's up and coming. I'm going to be working with her on some tracks. You guys know what's going on with Michelle Perez. We just finished one of the singles that we're doing for her. Her camp will have it this week, and they're gonna put it out, and then we're gonna take it to the masses. See what's gonna happen. It's an amazing piece. It's Christian pop. Love it. I love the song. I love the way she wrote it, and it's gonna be nice. You guys are gonna hear it. It's gonna be all over all the platforms, and eventually they'll have a video for it. Also, we're looking at finishing the mixes for Hata, and I'm meeting with Chrissy for that show that the book that she wrote about I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, the book she wrote called Beating a Stud at her in her own game. It's at her own game. It's you can find it on Amazon. I think it's in a bunch of other bookstores too, but I've read the book. It's an amazing book. It's lesbian love, good story. Well, heads up, they're working on the pilot for it, and I'm going to be a part of that. I'm doing the music for it. We have the soundtrack that we already finished, and we're as far as recording, but it's going in the studio for the mix now. Meeting with her on Saturday about the logistics for that. You guys know that I'm spending time in the gym now, getting it on. Oh yeah, I'm still sore from stuff, but it's good. But that's what you do. Today's a rest day. Tomorrow I'll be back in the gym, working on my legs, and I'll let you guys know how that goes, how that comes about. Weight loss is going down. I don't even have a scale, but my pant size is getting bigger, so I'm losing weight because I can't fit my pants anymore, which is good. Stomach is still there, but that's going away too. I already know how to do that. Other things. Oh wow, I can't really think. I know there's a bunch of other things going on, but I can't really think about all of them. And as far as my personal life, meeting people, doing things, and having fun. So let's get into this. Let's see. So this was one of the tracks that I had up before, and I'm still looking at doing something different. I know that I can hold on one second. Pause that. I'll be right back. Hold on. There's something I gotta check. Okay, we're back now. There's some adjustments I had to make with the camera, because my camera guy is not here today. He should be, but this is a scheduled thing. This weekend I will have him. We're going to be out and about. Where You At will be filmed with me and my son. We're going to be out, and then there's going to be some other things coming up where I'll be dealing with. But let's see. Let's go in here and look at. I don't know what this is. interesting. This is a very interesting track. I remember when I did this. I wouldn't say that it's done. I know there's some stuff that can be changed in it. Bring the volume up a little bit. Let's see. So, as you can see, like right there, I took the drums out right here just to listen to this sound. I still have the bass going on right here, and I'm gonna look at the sounds, see what I'm using here. It's not that many tracks going on, but what I'm trying to do is get a feel for it, see what I would really do with it. And I know the drums can be better, because a lot of times I'll make a track or I make a loop and I just build it and get it to where it is the best it can be before I chop it up and then start producing it. So I create it, I produce it, I mix it, and then I arrange it. So I'm gonna teach you guys something. So when you have let's pause this. So when you have tracks, especially R&B or I say hip hop, it's good if you've ever been in a band and you've studied how music works with say a bass player and a drummer. They're in sync like this. So when you're making tracks, you have to think like that. You have to think, okay, there's an actual drummer and then there's an actual bass player, and they're in sync like this. So you want to match the kick with the bass. So if you have something that's don't, you want to make sure the kick is riding with it, and that kind of gets people to move a certain way. And that's when you know you have a groove. Grooves are very important, because when you create the groove, you're creating the hook for the groove, and then that groove is how you get your inspiration, and 9 times out of 10 for your lyrics for your hook. Something to think about. A lot of people don't think that way, but I've been doing this a long time, so I kind of know these things. So let's go back to this. Say if I take this out and just let you hear the drums. See, that's what I was talking about. You hear how the boom, 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 boom. So that kick is following with the bass. That's an example. And that's a groove. Grooves are very important, because without a groove, it's really hard to get motivated to write to it, to have it flow, to make it into a song that people will remember. Remember do, re, mi, la, fa, si, to, do. It's and then your ABCs. Mary Had a Little Lamb was the biggest hit in the world, and everyone knows it, and it's simple. So you have to think like that. That's we'll get back to you on that on the writing part of I'm a Producer Bitch, because I am a writer too, bitch. Okay, so we go. And what I did there, I just took out all the other sounds and just let this one be by itself. So it's like a phrase. It brings out something that's that you could use. What would you use this for? I mean, I asked myself, maybe in a movie, maybe in a television sitcom or whatever. Could you use it in a song? I don't know. It's a good. It matters how the words were written to it, and then how the arrangement came. before the words. So that's something that as a songwriter or a producer, you must think of how you would make it work. So we're going to go to something else, but I'm going to leave you with that. This is what I call Please Hide. I don't know why I titled it that, but like I said, my titles are just titles until they become songs. Even with the last one I did with Michelle Perez, she calls that one What Will Be. That's not the title of that track in my software. So think about it. Things change. All right. So let's go to another one. And right here, I have, this is my open, what I have open wrist as what I keep in my queue. I have hundreds of tracks. You guys know that. So let's see what a whisper is. I haven't heard that in a while. And I'm going to save this. The reason why I'm saving this like it is because when I come back to it, I want to start with this and see if I can either add more to it or go ahead and mix it and arrange it. Because a lot of times I'll do a track and then I won't touch it for 2 weeks or so, and then I'll come back to it and then I'll either add or take away, and then I figure out if I'm gonna mix it, and then I do the mixing and do the arranging. I usually have the camera on the piano so you can actually see or see me play, but don't really do that anymore. So anyway, let's see what this is. I don't even know what this is. Okay, this is pretty. I like what the strings are doing with, because the strings are really carrying it. So let's break it down. Let's do this. And you have a piano in there. I remember this one. So when I started doing this one, the chords were kind of like, I think I got them discombobulated, but I had the strings were very strong. And I added the drums. And I think I like the bass too. There I go again with the bass moving with the kick on the drums. Very important, guys. Very, very important. If you really want to write a good track so it can become a good song, think like that. It's something that I give you, and I want to call it free 99 like my buddy Rich says. But on this podcast, it's all not just about music. It's not just about the title, I'm a producer, bitch. It's about education. I'm teaching you shit. Because on the real, songwriting is an art. It really is. It's something that, and it's a gift. It's something that either you're given, or if you have it, it's an art. So treat it that way. Get better at it. Be as creative as possible. There's a lot of young producers and beat makers and creators out there that's doing marvelous things. And you have to compete with them. So think outside the box, but know your original concept formats. Know them, own them. If you don't know much about music, study it. One of my nephews at one time asked me, told me he wanted to be a producer, and he said, well, what advice do you have for me? I said, study jazz. study blues, study real music, and then get back to me. I haven't heard from him since, but some people can do it, some people can't. So I don't know what I'm going to do with A Whisper. That's what I call this. It's not finished, because right now what I have is like a repetitive move, and that's what a loop is. I can put another part to it and make it into, you know, an actual format. But right now, it's a loop. So we're going to go out of here. And we're going to go to another one. This should be the 15th, I believe 15th episode. Either 15th or 16th episode of I'm a Producer Bitch. And I'm thanking everyone for supporting me. Like I said, there's shirts that I gave away to DJs and what do you call it, friends, family, you know, people that are in social media, so they're promoting it. It's really to promote the podcast. That's what this is. And let's see, Sunny, what is this? Don't know what this is. So if you have any questions for me, you can DM me down below. I'll answer any question you guys have about music, about concepts, about strategies on and rhythmic arrangements, you want to call it that. I'm an open book. Like I said, I've been involved with music since I was a child. I started in my mother's church, got on the drums, then got onto keys later on. After I took music theory in high school. Didn't really go to college for music, which is the only thing I really regret, because I would have been a good teacher, I feel. I know a lot of teachers. I know a lot of very famous and talented musicians and producers. And they're friends of mine, and we work together and we talk about a lot of things, and I get a lot of advice from them. So I'm not just winging this. I really pretty much do know what I'm doing. So the real word is I am a producer bitch. Let's check this one out. This is interesting. Let's look. Okay, all right. So I got a loop in there, and I don't really do loops a lot, but this is like a sample loop, but it's not a sample of someone else's shit. That's a sample I created myself. You can do that. You can make your own samples, and that's like a sample loop to put in with the drums, because the drums are here, you know. So if you have a sample and then you throw drums on the bottom of it, it kind of fattens it up. It makes it a little more R&B-ish. It makes it a little more rhythmic, and it does something different to it. Look at the sounds up here too. So we single it out. So that's a loop by itself. It's a straight loop. That's amazing, huh? There's nothing on this. I didn't even use this yet. This is nice. Sunny day, huh? And then bring these back. I like this. I think I can go ahead and mix this and then do some improvs with it, and maybe I can use it on something. But it's nice. I don't really do tracks like this, but this is something different. I have to think outside the box sometimes because you're only as good as your last track, so they say, or your last song. So you got to keep doing better and better and better and better until you get that recognition that you can take yourself out of your regular area and make a living doing this. You know, once upon a time I made money making tracks, and that was before the internet and all that shit. But I still pick up something here and there. It's not where I wanted to be yet, but hey, you keep trying always. So let's give it up for Sunny Day, guys, and let's go to the next one. I do like this track. I do like it. Okay, so we're going to check out what we have next in the queue, and all we're doing is just checking them out. I don't know. I don't really remember how all these sound. Like I said, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been going through this, and some of them, you know, I change as I go, and I have to listen in touch. I don't really know. Let's check it out. Like it. I love that syncopation. I'm good at stuff like that. But let's bring the drums in and listen to what the drums do here. Brought the sound up a little more because I could barely hear it. That's one of the dominant sounds in the song, so it needs to be heard. Bring the chords back in. The purpose of chords is really like, I think chords are like, I would say, to bring in the tightness, to kind of tighten up the track or the song, because with chords you can create a stability for melodies, or for vocals, because you can find vocals out of chords, because there's in a chord, a basic chord is 3 notes, sometimes 4, 6, whatever. In jazz it gets more complicated, but you can find the notes to help you with your vocal arrangements for harmonies. It's pretty cool. Chords are very important, and learn chords. There's people I know that go get these little loops or whatever, or samples, and their chord set up so they're not really playing the chords themselves. There's a book that I have always dealt with, and I'm gonna show you this book. This is the book. So this book I go by. I really pay attention to this book, because in this book there's chords. And if you really play, you can find these chords, learn the chords, F, G, B, minor, flat, whatever, which is a very beautiful chord arrangement. I mean, it's amazing. I love it. learn it. You can get this book on Amazon. I just did a pro for that, and you see 480 of them. That's one thing I use. So I'm gonna bring the strings back. And it's always good to bring stuff back on the one. If you miss it, it seems like it's not really planned. So I missed that one. So now it is here. And so that's pretty much, I'll have time for one more, and then we have to wrap this up because I have a bunch of other things to do today. And we're gonna try to upload this version of I'm a Producer Bitch, hopefully today or tomorrow. And me and Valentina will be in the studio working on some more mixes. Hata's mixes are gonna be done. Then I'm meeting with the writer and director of Beating the Stud in Her Own Game. And we're gonna put it all together, all right? In touch, remember that. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. We got some more coming. I have time for one more, and the one more, I don't know which one I'm gonna use, but let's say A Wish For, we heard that one. We're not gonna do that one. Let's look at this one, Real Life. And again, I don't really remember what this sounds like, so don't judge me on that. Let's get into it. Oh, this is interesting. So just to let you know, I do a lot of different stuff sometimes. So let's break this down. This is an interesting track. There's a lot going on in it. I don't know what I'm gonna cut, what I'm gonna end up doing with this. I know it's definitely some soundtrack stuff for a show or a movie or whatever. I know that, but I don't know which one or who's gonna pick it up or where it's gonna go. And it's gonna be interesting. And this is called Real Life. Don't know why I titled it that. And I don't know why. But let's check this out. I wanna check something out. Interesting. So we're gonna shut it down with this one. Just remember, always believe in what you're. This is Black Wolf. I'm a Producer Bitch. I'm going to upload this one probably today or tomorrow. And remember the stuff that I teach you. Chords are important. Bass lines to kicks, important. Strong song structure, important, because what builds a good loop in this way of writing is what formulates and builds a good song. Okay, that's your end game, a good song. All right, thank you so much for your time and everything else. Much love. Keep it real. Cause I'm a producer, bitch.